Hey, so here's one of those tough topics. One of those things that people have been asking me about is addiction and how I knew that there was a problem. You know what? You don't know. You think you know your children is my issue. In our home, we don't drink, we don't smoke, we go to church on a weekly basis. Like I said, it's pretty much a Kodak existence, right? You're supposed to emulate what you want your children to do. And so in eighth grade, my son comes home and he's just not himself. And I always try to make sure that I spend a moment to look at my children and really look at them. And I'm like, something's up. And basically, it was all over his phone. Now, here's the deal. As a daycare provider, you are a mandatory reporter. You promise and take an oath to keep children safe at all costs. So, unfortunately, the next day I took the phone up to the school, to the sheriff, which also showed who the dealer was, who the supplier was, the kids that were involved. And yuck, right? And you're not super popular because not only did I take all these children out, I took my own son out. But I made an oath to protect my children, and all children. And that is who I am. And I will never forget, somebody approached me at an event and said, wow, I can't believe you did that. You totally, risked your reputation and wow. And I was pretty punished for quite a while in the Andover community for turning a bunch of kids in and a bunch of really popular kids in. But I also turned my own son in. So I would do it again. There is some things during addiction that I would do differently. How it affects your other children when you're a mandatory reporter. I went to the bus stop with my daughter shortly after because she was kind of getting accosted for having the mom who was the narc, for lack of a better term. And I stood at the bus stop with those children and I explained to them that it's my job as a mandatory reporter to report, but I would report if it was you or you or you. I want to keep you all safe. And I have a pretty good relationship with the kids in my neighborhood. So it went well. Things got better for my daughter at the bus stop. And it wasn't anything that I was doing malicious. It was about keeping children safe, which is always my goal at the end of the day. So, in a society that has you counting pounds, calories, steps, be a rebel and count your blessings. Count your blessings. I'll talk more about this soon. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. Have an amazing day, and we'll talk on Monday. Bye.